Hey guys, this is Mike with Skunk Bait Wildlife Control and Construction. How's everybody doing tonight? I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today about skunks. We get a lot of calls. It's never a good time when you're dealing with the skunk, and we're getting into the time frame where we're going into breeding season. And I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what that means for you guys that are going to be dealing with it. The first thing that I'd like to say is, make sure that your animals are vaccinated for rabies. Skunks in the state of Oklahoma, they're the highest carrier for rabies in the state. So if your dog comes into contact with one, um, the health department would consider that to be, usually like an exposure risk. Um, so it's best to try to figure. I guess the best thing I could say at this point is, an ounce of prevention is worth its weight in gold. If you can get a rabies vaccination, if your dog or cat or anything like that does come into contact with a skunk, they've got a line of protection, that's already there. And usually they just recommend that you go and have them, have a vet give them a booster rabies vaccination. So, that's important. Other thing I wanted to talk about though is what are the skunks looking for? This time of year, with it being breeding season, they don't care about food. They're just looking for a place that they can go to try to think about making, little ones. Um, and with that being said, those places they're looking at are going to be under homes. You need to be looking at your foundation vents. Are they are they working? Are they operational? Do they have holes in them that are going to allow for for the skunks to get up under the house? Is your deck accessible? We see that a lot. You'll have a deck that's built on right up next to the foundation of the house, and these skunks can dig, and they can dig like crazy. So they'll get under a deck that butts up to the foundation of the house, and they'll dig under the foundation. And then, usually, if you've got floor returns or anything like that, they'll get close to those areas. And if for some reason they spray, that's going directly into your house. And you guys, if you've ever had it happen, it's horrible. And that's calls that we get, especially this time of year, almost every day. Um, One of the best things that I can tell you that works really well, if God forbid it's 20 degrees outside, but if you can open up your windows and let some fresh air come into the house, when you're dealing with the HVAC system, it's an enclosed, encased system, so you're just recycling the air. And so if a skunk sprays, you're just going to continue to recycle that air. And it's going to just keep flowing and flowing and flowing. And so getting fresh air is going to help immensely. And another thing, if your dog gets sprayed, the first thing that they're going to do is they're going to run, try to go inside, and then they're going to try to rub it off, which is going to be all over the couch or whatever they can get their face or whatever got sprayed up against to try to get it off. If you've ever been hit by pepper spray, it's kind of the same deal. It's a bad deal. So if that happens, the recipe that I use if we get sprayed, directly, is you want to take a quart of hydrogen peroxide with equal parts of water, a quarter cup of baking soda, and then about a tablespoon of liquid dish soap. We use Dawn. That's just what we have around the house. You want to mix that up in a bowl. Do not put a cover on it. And then you want to take a rag and you want to just scrub that area as much as you can. Make sure that you're being really careful about the eyes and around the mouth. And then let that stuff set for about 10 minutes. And then you can rinse it off, and you may have to do it a couple of times. But it works pretty well. When you're talking about having animals that are going to get into your yard or that kind of stuff, a dig barrier is something that will be placed in the ground that prevents an animal from digging either under a fence. That could be from dog to dog. If you've got a neighbor's dog that's that you're concerned with, we install these dig barriers. You can check out, I think on the Facebook page, we've got some stuff that I posted, videos of a dig barrier installation that we did not too awful long ago. But they work really well. They go 15 inches down in the ground deep, and then it's just a panel that has 1.5 inch space tines. So it keeps stuff from being able to go in between the tines, and then it prevents them from being able to dig under the fence. We can do that around decks. You can do that around sidewalks, porches, that kind of stuff. So, gosh, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. If you guys can think of anything, feel free to chime in, and then I can answer any questions that may come up. But this time of year is horrible, especially if they pick your place to be the den site that they want to go and have their party. So we see it every year. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible thing to have happen. And it's something that lasts from about now through till about mid-March. So, I hope it doesn't happen to you. If it does, give us a call. We can try to give you some help. We're not cheap. Trapping, most people can go out and they can get a trap if they want to try it themselves. If you don't, you can give us a call. But really, I want to specialize in the animal proofing side of things, and not necessarily be the person that people call to go because they have a critter problem. With the exception of, we want to be able to help you with a solution to the problem that you have. So what that would look like would be, if you've got skunks, let's go over and figure out what we need to do to try to take care of that. If that includes, setting up traps and trying to do the animal removal, then we can do that. But really, anybody now has access to a trap. You can go to any hardware store or anything like that, and you can get one and you can try it on your own. If you're dealing with skunks, we definitely recommend that you use an enclosed trap. If you go to our website and you go to our product page, you can actually we have a spray proof skunk trap that we sell that you can order through our website. So, if any of you guys are looking for anything like that, check us out on the web, skunkbaitwildlifecontrol.com, and then just go to the product page and you'd be able to find it there. So anyway, I hope you guys have a good evening. Talk to you guys later.